She recording? What's up, guys? Tyler with Basic here. Welcome to Couch Convos. We have a very special guest in the building today. I'd like to welcome DJ Illanoize.
What up? What up? It's your boy DJ Illanoize. You know what it is? 815 born, 515 representer. What it do?
Yes, sir. So, my man, can we get a little bit of backstory from you? Like, where you from? Where you coming from? What you got going?
Okay. Shit, man. Like my man said, I go by DJ Illanoize. Born in Rockford, Illinois. 815. Made my way to Iowa about 96. Right around the time Pac died. That's how I remember it. It was monumental to me, you know. Was adopted by my aunt and uncle type shit, you know, rough childhood growing up, mom and pops, you know. So ended up in Iowa about 96, Southwest Iowa, Cruston. That shit was wild down there. And then migrated up here to Fort Dodge, Iowa, man, about 2002, 2003. Went to college, Iowa Central. Shit, been here ever since, man. Just out the mud with shit.
Hell yeah. So, what's the Iowa music scene to you? Because I know to everyone here is something different. There's a little bit of everything everywhere, but not a lot of everything everywhere.
To me, the Iowa music scene is personal because I came into the Iowa music scene about 18 years ago. Started a company called Middle of the Map Records. RIP to my nigga AC Money. And if it wasn't for actually hustle and flow, like we seen that movie and I'm like, you know what?
He said, listen, man.
Listen, man. We can do that shit. So shout out to Terrence Howard and 3-6 Mafia for inspiring us to go ahead and get it out the mud with that shit. So it's personal to me. So I've been grinding it out since 2005 in Fort Dodge, Iowa, and building the relationships from Des Moines to Storm Lake to Burlington to Sioux City to
Cedar Rapids,
man,
Omaha, even branching out
Council
Minnesota,
Bluffs, like. So it's, having that place in Iowa hip hop and Iowa culture means a lot. So it's personal for me.
Hell yeah. Well, we appreciate you keeping it alive up here too, because like I said, there's not a lot of variety when it comes to Iowa music. You've got a few people in each town, but everyone keeps that music scene going and together. But I feel like it's almost like a group net of artists in Iowa when you work.
One thing that our market could change is togetherness and working more instead of keeping that hotness to yourself. Like, hey, reach out, like, hey, buddy, like, you got a dope record, let's collab, let's do some shit. That's one thing our market lacks is working with each other.
I think it's more of a communication thing.
I totally agree.
People don't know how to reach out, and also people don't know how to check their emails. A lot of people who get popping and get popular, they get behind on their emails, and then they just get left behind. No, you got to check your emails. People, check your emails. You're missing out on business opportunities. You heard it here first. Definitely. I'm telling you.
Definitely.
Because, I mean, a couple of artists I've hit up to do this podcast, I mean, I assume that they've been too busy, too big. So I was like, they'll respond to me when they're ready. So,
yeah.
But, I mean, this is the most important one out of all. So,
agree. I mean, it's homegrown. Like, being in the bottom and starting, the success up to where you want to build things, it's always better to not ride the wave, I don't want to say, but start at the bottom and work your way up with everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been doing this for you've been doing this for a minute. I've been seeing the grind with the Basic T-shirt Co. And I'm like, yeah, he's been working, he's been grinding. So
we've been trying to stay busy and stay motivated. And it's a tough niche market to get into, especially with the skateboard market. We've limited ourselves a little bit, but I feel like we're flourishing within that market too. Just like your niche market with the rap, you have a unique style that I don't think really anyone matches, but at the same time, you're organic. You do all your own production. You do all your own producing. Everything recorded by you, mixed and mastered. And that's something that you don't find a lot in a lot of artists.
I mean, nothing to take away from artists who go on YouTube or, the big beat sites to get beats. Nothing against that. There's a learning curve with learning business, because when I put a record out, I'm signed with Universal and Grooves for distribution. It has to be original. I can't go like, hey, buddy, give me a lease on this beat. Let me put it out. There's none of that. There's like, they want original. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what I mean. There's not a lot of, I mean, anyone can get on there and look up a tight beat. download it, write a hook, and then boom,
But how
look,
many other motherfuckers got that beat though, bro? Like
exactly.
how
There's going to
original
be
is that,
6 or 7
man?
different videos
Of
with
that
your
same
beat
shit.
on it, and that's
But
something.
let me give you some free game. Now the catch 22 of that, everybody who has that producer is getting paid for every time that shit gets monetized. And guess what?
Y'all losing out on money.
Because he's getting the publishing on
Y'all
that. I
getting
know a
paid a
lot of people don't know
licensing or
what
publishing.
publishing,
Yeah.
but get with you, boy. We can discuss business,
You
you
know,
know.
but still, like you're losing out on publishing, and a lot of artists don't know ASCAP BMI. That's a no brainer, bro. But that's for another podcast.
I mean, it's good when you're first starting out to get those type of beats and then put them just on YouTube as promotion to get your name out there. Maybe you got a hot single to it that you think will blow. We're not saying don't do that, but when it comes to putting it on TuneCore, United Masters, they're gonna want you to have your own beat. They're gonna want you to have a lease of your beat if it's not your own beat too, because you can't sell someone else's beat.
Can't do it.
Yeah, it's illegal, and you'll just end up spending more money on the lawyer for that than you will on
doing
just
it the right way.
Yeah, doing it the right way, hollering at DJ Illanoize.
Or teaming up with the producer.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Team up
Definitely.
with him. He's a producer as well.
Definitely.
To get into more of the album, what's the name of the album?
Right now we're in the building phase. Don't have a name set for the album. I got, let's say, 4 or 5 records into the album. So what I like to do, get the project done, listen to it a couple times, vibe with it, and like, wow, this is what the overall theme of the project is. Exactly. And I'll name the project that.
Organically.
Definitely.
Can you name some of the artists on there? Are you clear to do that?
Yeah. We got one special artist on the project so far. Mims. This is why I'm hot.
Yes, sir.
I got blessed with doing a record with him. My business was right. I sent him the record. He said, "You have my blessing, and make sure the business is right." Split sheets. Everybody should know what that is. So yeah, I got blessed with the feature with that. So that's pretty big.
Yeah, Mims is pretty hot. I mean, he had that single way back in the day, and I could still put that single on and jam out to it.
Hell yeah, it's a
universal
classic,
hit.
man.
It's always gonna be fire. They're gonna put that in the space shuttle and send that shit to the aliens.
And they still gonna rock out.
And the aliens are gonna be like, "This is why I'm hot."
That's what I mean. He had the whole world saying, "This is why I'm hot." So
yeah,
he
had it going for a long time, and Mims is making a comeback. Everyone's making a comeback.
Yeah, he's definitely putting some new material out. So, like I said, that's one of the features. I'm gonna keep it minimal because when I put a project out, I want people to know me, not everybody else. No offense to nobody else, but to me, having a co-sign from that artist is dope enough for me to keep pushing and do what the fuck I'm doing.
I think another dope thing that I'd like to see in the music scene in Iowa and maybe just Fort Dodge alone is maybe having you hook up with a couple artists out here doing a town style tape. Get everybody in, have everybody who does organic style music have that come out and just call it Organically Grown. Just organically grown, volume 1, boom.
Hey, I'd be totally game for something like that.
That'd be to the
legit.
community, and it would change the music scene forever. Imagine if everyone got along and we was at the shows together.
For real.
Exactly. It would make Fort Dodge flourish again.
Man, Fort Dodge is a lost place since I've been here, bro.
Yeah, if you want to touch on that, I didn't know if you wanted to get into it, but yeah, our town is not the best, especially with everyone. Yeah, gun violence. There's a string of overdoses. There's just everything going on right now.
I mean, that happens in every community. Not to take away from anybody else's community, but
it just hit here.
Like hard, bro. Yeah. And it's all young kids, young adults,
15, 16, 14, 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds just getting, shot broad day. It's no cool anymore. So.
Not at all.
So back talking about the gun violence in our town.
Yeah.
I think I don't want to say music has influenced that with the younger generation, but I want to say definitely me being from the 90s and the 2000s, I definitely wanted to get money and fuck bitches every time I heard it in a song.
That's it.
So I'm not saying music influences, but I'm saying it
does something.
It can be an outlet. I mean, so I think people should, like, instead of doing the drill music, you don't have to drop your dead homie's name. You don't have to you don't have to do that. Just stop doing that. No disrespect, no more.
But is it because they have no other content? Like, is it because they don't know how to write or?
Yeah. See, we need something structured in our city, or just in music in general, writing classes for people who are like, I want to be a rapper, but this is all I know what to talk about. Because
That
listening
shit
to,
gets old, man.
if I listen to
That
five
shit gets
Chief Keef
old.
songs in a row,
I'm
all
good.
five Chief
I
Keef
love
songs
Chief Bang Bang.
sound exactly the same. I mean, and he's
Agree.
from 2013 all the way to 2023. Chief Keef's songs have always sound when they still bang. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, bang bang. But they all sound like a Chief Keef song. And he even stopped talking about all that extra shit.
He did. He grew.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need growth. The young kids think it's cool right now because that's what's popping. But
nah, it ain't.
I mean, there's just no structure in the streets, especially here. There's no hierarchy.
There's more to life. Like that's one thing that gets diluted in the message. In the message that these drill rappers are talking about, there's no like prospect of a better life. It's just it's bad right now. It's negative right now. Like people I love is getting killed right now. Like I know what it feels like to lose somebody to gun violence. It hurts like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that message is what's being protruded, and it's not just the rappers, it's the people who's pushing the message. It's the industry, it's the DJs. I love the industry, don't blackball me, but at the end of the day, it's the motherfuckers, pushing that fucking message, man. Like me personally as a DJ, I'm an iHeartRadio DJ. You can find my mixes on iHeartRadio. I'm an international DJ league DJ. You can find my shit internationally, and you will not find a drill record in my shit. I love drill record. R.I.P. to FBG Duck. I love drill music, but you ain't gonna find it in my shit because I'm not gonna push the message.
No.
Bottom line.
Like we like peace and unity in our community. We like everyone to get along. And that being said, we have an event coming up early spring next year that our man's over here, DJ Illanoize, is going to be popping off at the booth for. So if you want to come see some skate tricks, get your photo taken with us,
Hell
get
yeah.
an autograph from him,
You know
that's something we can do. But beyond that shameless plug, I appreciate you wearing the basic Halloween hoodie or
Hey
the
man,
Halloween shirt.
this throwback, boy.
Throwback. He was
Throwback.
actually the first person to see that when I got the shirts.
For real.
And
He
I
was in the
popped
Walmart parking
Walmart
lot.
parking lot, and I popped the
Walmart
trunk.
parking lot. He's like,
and handed
hey
him
man,
one.
bow. That's what I'm saying. Like working with something organically from the bottom and working all the way up with it. Like you've come a long way with the designs and with the company and everything. It's growth. It's definitely growth. So man, salute to you and everything you're doing
I
with this shit,
appreciate
bro.
you. I'm almost positive the fly just landed on that lens over there. I've seen it.
Hey, the fly needed some plugs,
bro,
boy. He's like,
you
hey,
know
I'm in the
what?
room, motherfucker.
Yeah, appreciate. Shout out to the Couch Convos fly. That's the Joey Diaz fly. You know he's talking in the mic right now. Yeah, I swear. But yeah, dude, I don't know. There's just there's so much going on in our town that I feel like the music scene right now has been put on hold to stop all the violence and all that, especially when it comes to it just affects everybody. Everyone has
Agreed.
been affected by it. So,
Agreed.
but I see that I've been watching your Instagram. I see all the trips to Cedar Falls, to Cedar Rapids, to Council Bluffs,
Yes,
to
sir.
Omaha,
Yes, sir.
all that. I see all the promotion that you're doing, and I'm telling
Yes,
you, you got to stay on that grind because
You have
it's
to.
growing. The numbers are growing, the likes are growing, the shares. I see that, and the social media is such a slept on aspect in just any sort of facet that you want to get into internationally, nationally. You got to be able to
Social
sell
media.
yourself on social
You have
media.
to.
So if you can't sell yourself on social media,
This is a lost art
it's
for
a
you.
lost art. So
Because at the end of the day, it's called like what I do, the
show
music
business,
business
yeah,
or show business.
show business, yeah.
Business is in that title, not just this is what I love to
Yeah,
do.
just
Sure,
because
we like to get, in front of the camera, but behind the cameras, even before the record's put out, there's a lot of behind the scenes shit that goes into it. So, but there's still a business to it.
exactly. This is
Definitely.
a business. People, it's people call it the rap game, but it's not a game.
Yeah.
It's a business, and it's a
Yeah, for
ruthless
real.
one at that
Hell
because
yeah.
there's what I've learned is that there's no friends in business. So you have to
No.
treat everybody as a business partner in order to move forward because
It's a relationship, bro.
everything will get under your skin when you treat them like friends. You'll start to get disappointed, stuff like that. It's easier to be like, you know what? Everyone has their own life going on. I'm going to treat it as the business that it is, and that will take a lot of stress off of some of these younger artists. Another thing I wanted to touch on with you is something that artists don't really do is most of your music has a message behind it.
Very true.
Um, and I think that's something not just rap, but all genres lack nowadays. Like I think his name's Oliver Anthony.
Hmm.
Just watching how he took his Samsung 20 into the woods with his guitar and organically created something from the heart that he felt
Mm,
he could speak on and just put it out to the world. It just goes to show what could happen when your music has a message and how
yes,
far it could reach people.
agreed.
And that's why I appreciate your music, especially in our community, because like I said, it's like there's only a couple other people I can think of, like Late Street. Those guys have a decent message too. But every time I hear your song, there's a clear message to it. So
Definitely. Another artist I feel with a great message in the community is Hawk 'em Down Sean Smith of Hawk City Huskers. Anytime you listen to his music, it's always something positive because he is a veteran to the community, always trying to give a positive message, but paint the picture of,
yeah,
this is what Fort Dodge is, but we're
he's
better than that.
he also, to my understanding, I don't know if he still does it, but he trains boxing up there at the Fort Dodge Boxing Club. So he is hands on with the youth in our community, and I feel like he is a, I don't want to call him a father figure, but to some of these kids he is, and to some of the youth out here, he's a great role model, especially in the music scene. He's someone that you could watch his progress, and you could even
Definitely,
listen through it through his discography. And he's another slept on gem out of our town.
definitely,
I mean,
definitely.
he's got the numbers too. He's got crazy numbers, but he's he's a hometown hero in the rap scene.
And that's another artist I've been really privileged, excuse me, to work with, as well as Six Gang, rest in peace to Gorilla, Hog, Rome. Like I've worked with pretty much everybody in Fort Dodge, and just to see the progression of a lot of these artists and their message, like you said, it means something. Everybody I've worked with, I worked with them for a reason because they have a message.
Yep.
You know, that's
Another
that's key.
another artist would be like Tristan Thompson. Javi is what he goes by,
Okay,
and he's I want to say he's more of like a Logic style rapper.
okay, dope.
He's I want to say like a skateboard stance. He's a goofy style rapper, but he's funny. He's like a little Yachty, but
Okay, yeah,
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 he's pretty decent. His wordplay, clever, like everything about that. He's super fire. He's someone else you guys should check out for real. Shout out to Hawk 'em Down. Shout
oh
out to
yeah.
Six Gang, and definitely shout out to Javi. And yeah. Sorry, that fucking fly almost went in my mouth. So
Hey man, that fly
all right,
beyond it,
dog.
man. That fly
Yeah,
beyond it.
yeah, he is too. He said, "Man, that's where the people at."
Hell yeah.
I'm leaving that in, by the way. That's going in this interview. The fly right there, because it'd be a funny YouTube short too. So, but um, back to the interview. I really appreciate having you on here.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate your time coming and making this first podcast something special. I really do. Is there anything that you want to tell your fans and followers and listeners? Any message that you want to promote?
Yeah. I would like to end on some positivity. Like we stated in the interview, like there's a lot of negative things going around in our community. Not pointing fingers or nothing. It's just bad. We can do better than that as a community, as a culture and music even. But always end on some positivity. Other than that, you can find me on Instagram, Illanoize 515, all day. That's the best place to get with me. Artists, definitely, if you're looking to expand your business, learn business, and just do this shit for real, that's definitely where you can find me at. DJ Illinois 515. That's what it is. Definitely appreciate, Basic Shirt Co. Like I said, I've been down with you guys for a minute. So I definitely appreciate
No
the
problem.
the invitation on this podcast. So definitely another one to come.
I appreciate you for rocking with us through this journey. That's been a crazy one to say the least, especially with all the stuff that we're able to achieve now. I mean,
Definitely.
the world, the sky is the limit at this point. So,
Definitely.
um, we'll tag all of your social medias down
Okay.
below for you. We'll get that plugged in. Let's give a shout out to our camera guy, Kevin.
Hey, he
Really
did a
fire.
hell of a
He did his
job.
fucking thing today. Yeah, 515 Kevlar. Make sure you guys go follow him on
Follow
Instagram.
him.
He's also a dope photographer and videographer. So if you need him for any sort of cinematic views, hit my boy up on the DMs. He will come
Dope work.
through. He'll probably kill any other competitor's price right off the market.
Damn.
So, not saying that he's the best, but I'm saying he works with us, and you see what we rocking with right here.
Basic.
All right,
Basic.
basic shirt coats, couch convos. This is it. Have a good one, y'all.
Turn the car on, boom boom. It turns the bras on, boom boom. And y'all are all pussy, boom boom. Big money, baby, see.
Illanoize.
Hustle hard, Ace Hood. Getting to the money, my business good. Middle of the map, nigga, 515. You can catch me Mustang shifting, zoom zoom. Pussy nigga, close your legs in your skirt. See me getting money, yeah, I know it hurts. Trapping all day just to make this fetty. I'm standing 10 tall, nigga, is you ready?